I got some brand new supplies. I'm going to share them with some of my favorite teachers and see what happens. Let's see how they use the supplies. I hope they do it the right way.
Not the paper. What? No. No. Use the scissors. What? What's what's going on here? No. What? It's broken. What is going on? What's happening?
That was so scary. That was so scary. Too many supplies being destroyed. No. I'm playing with you. That was all just to show you how not to use the supplies. You can't use them that way. I want to show you the correct way on how we should be using our supplies for school.
Look at this nice cube. I wonder what's going to happen. What? It's broken already? Look at this. Oh no. What? What? Why is it way over here? Maybe you can still color with it. What? That's not how to hold the pencil. Oh no, no! Not the pencil, no!
So we're going to learn about how to use our pencils. And you don't have to hold it the exact way I do, but we're going to hold it in a way that's comfortable. And when we're drawing, we're just going to make our lines here. And I just drew a simple cube for today. So when we're shading with our pencils, we can shade a few different ways. I'm going to show you over here on the side. So the first way is that, kind of like the normal way that we normally shade things, is we use the tip of the pencil. We use like the tip right here and just shade normally like that. That's one way. Another way is that you can use the side, and you would hold your pencil like this, and you would be able to cover a little bit more. You lose a little bit of control, but you can cover more space with what you're doing. And another way is use hatching and cross hatching. So this is hatching, is where we fill up a space with lines that are pretty close together to kind of give the illusion of value of how light or dark something is. And cross hatching is the same as hatching, but we use our lines in multiple directions to fill up the area. One other thing we need to remember is how hard we press the pencil. So if we press the pencil down very hard, it's going to be really dark like this. But as we lighten up our pressure on the pencil, we can get lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter like that. And when we're shading in something, you want to shade in the whole space of that part of the picture. So if I'm doing the dark part of my cube here, I'm going to shade it in like this. And one thing that we need to think about is making sure when we are shading in, if I'm shading in one area here that's supposed to all be one kind of flat area, I'm going to try and keep my pencil going in the same direction, all in one direction. So not like that, but it's going all in one direction, all in one angle. So the texture of what we're doing looks about the same for that part. So we understand what we're doing. So other people understand what we're doing. Like I'm making the side of this, so I kept it at this angle here for the whole thing, so it looks a little bit neater, and it gives more of the impression of it being the side of this cube. And the same thing works, when I'm doing it a little lighter for our medium side here, like this. And you can also go back in and fill in any little white spots there. But I'm going to try and fill in the whole shape of what you're doing and leave out and not leave any white spots like that.
This is how you do not take care of your supplies. No! Oh no, my marker! No! What are you doing? Ah! Oh no, she has the yellow marker and the black marker. What is she gonna do with those? No, no, don't do it! Oh, it's ruined. I'm so sad right now. The tears are streaming down my face. No, it'll never be the same. Oh no, look at this. What's going on here? Oh, the camera doesn't even want to focus on it because it's so tragic. Oh no. She has some scissors. What's going on here? What? Wait. No, that's not how you use the scissors. What's going on? Oh no. She's cutting the top off. No. 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 It's so tragic. What's going on? The marker is gone. It's on the floor. She just left it on the floor. Didn't even try to pick it up. She was just like, nah, I'm straight. I'm gonna get another pencil. No, she's stepping on it. No. This is not how we take care of it. No, it's gone.
Everyone's favorite markers. So using markers, it is actually similar to paint. There's not a lot of control for what you know what? I'm gonna try again. We're gonna be doing markers this time, and everyone loves markers. But I want to show you a couple new things with the markers. First, a little bit of review. When we're using markers, we're going to make sure that we have the top on it like this, so our top doesn't get lost. And when we get ready to switch colors, we're going to put it away. You put the top on and make sure you can hear the click. Make sure it's on there all the way. So if you put it in the box and it's like this, and you can hardly tell if it's closed or not because it just comes off real easy. That means it's not closed all the way good. You gotta make sure it pops. Make sure it's on there all the way. So if you tug at it a little bit, it doesn't just come right off. That's gonna make sure your markers stay nice and juicy and wet for when you're using them. Alright, our first marker tip. Number one, when we're coloring, I want to draw a little square here. When we're coloring, we need to color the whole shape. And I'm using the side of the marker because it can cover a lot of space. Like that. And I colored in my whole marker. I didn't leave the white space in there. That's going to help me know that it's done and it's neat. And I went in all one direction. I didn't go like this, because doing that will make it kind of sloppy. It won't look nearly as neat. And there'll be times where we might need to get a texture that's kind of weird like this, but most of the time you don't.
Look at this nice, beautiful picture. Wow, it's like the Mona Lisa, a masterpiece. All you had to do is slide it in your envelope. Yep, it's gonna slide. Oh, look at that! It's nice and secure in there. Nothing's wrong with it. Oh, she's even making sure it's nice and neat and safe. Wow, look at this. Names on the front. 8th grade. Oh, nothing bad happened to it. Oh, look at this. It's so nice and neat. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? What? No. No. Well, at least we can we might be able to save it. Oh. No. Oh. Wait, this wasn't even yours. This was Jimmy John's. Oh! No. Brand new paint.
What? Brand new paint?
Brand new. What's going on? That's not how to mix the colors. That's not how we said to use the colors.
It's like a rainbow.
No. Oh, does that look like a rainbow? That's not a rainbow, y'all. Oh, no. Ah, my poor marker. Not the marker. The paintbrush is done. Not on your hands. Oh, no. What? Oh. What? You're not finger painting? This isn't it. That's not what we do. No. Oh no.
Oh man, green.
Yeah, we can't use the paint like this. Oh no. Oh. What's going? She didn't clean the brush off hardly at all. It's like destroyed. The table. We can't. What's going on? Oh, Mr. Nada's gonna be so mad at us. Oh, and she didn't even put it in the water. She just left it there. Didn't even like what? That's not where the washer. It's the dirty water. What? Oh no.
Color. So for watercolor, there's a few things that we need to think about when we're using our watercolors. Number one, before we even get to using the paint, let's just think about the brush. So when we're using our brush, we're going to be gentle when we use it like this. So when we're painting like this, See how I'm not smashing it down? I'm not doing that. I am very gently putting the water on the paper. That is because it's not a pencil, it's a paintbrush. So these little hairs, these little hairs can get ruined if we smash them down into the paper too much. They'll lose their shape, and we won't be able to use our paintbrush effectively. So now that we have our picture right here, everything's drawn. Got my picture of Mr. Orange. We're gonna paint a picture of him. So one thing we can do, and you don't always have to do this, but if you have a big area you want to paint, you can add water to it first. Just the regular water, clear water, to that part first. Then, while your brush is still wet, get a little bit of paint, and you can add it to your area you want to do. This helps if you are doing a big area here. So like my area that just has Mr. Orange at it. It's a pretty big area of just orange. It'll help me get the paint on there a little bit faster. Now, the next part to remember is that the more water you have, the lighter your color is going to be. But if I use more paint, my paint will be more saturated like this. It takes a little time to learn about how to control that, but it's good to know just in general, more water equals a lighter color, and less water the more saturated color. So it's going to be closer to the color you see inside the watercolor pan, like this. And whenever I want to change colors, so I'm still using orange right now. I'm giving it a little shadow here, and I want to make Mr. Orange a little bit of a darker orange. The orange I have right now is closer to peach. So I'm going to make them a little bit of a more saturated orange here. And if I want to change colors, let's say I wanted to do his leaf and his leaf is going to be green, I need to clean my brush in some water. So I'll put the water here. I'm going to clean the brush, clean. Go around a couple times. I wipe the edge off like that. Then I can get my next color, and I can paint my next part of my picture. And if it's not quite dark enough, I'm going to add a little bit more here, just to make sure I have enough here, enough color in there. And I'm going to change colors again, so I'm going to clean my brush, wipe the edges off, and now I'm going to get a different color. So I want to get, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you how to make a shadow. So for shadows, you will get the color you want your shadow to be. And since I have orange over here, what I'm going to do is going to make my shadow with a little bit of red right over here. So just a little bit. So there's a difference between the orange. And it's going to blend in just and make a different color. Because you can blend colors with watercolor very easily. You can do it by layering one color on top of another color, like this. Or you can mix it inside the tray. So if I want to make a lighter orange here, I can get my yellow. I'll get my yellow. I'll put it inside the tray. A clean brush, clean my brush, and then I will put a little bit of orange inside of there, and I have like a lighter orange I can use. And I'm still going to change colors by cleaning my brush off every time, because I don't want to make my colors contaminated. I'm going to add some green for his tie. Clean my brush off again. And for black, so I don't have a black inside of here. So what I'm going to do, one way you can make black is you can use blue. And I'm going to put some blue inside my tray. And then use some brown with that blue. Mix that in there. So it might take a little bit for it to go all the way to really dark black, but you can mix that. So right now I have a gray because I have too much water in it, but I can make my shadow like that. Get a little shadow here. And if I were to continue to make more mixtures, well, more paint and less water, I can get this to be all black. But I'm going to let this dry, and while I'm letting that part dry, I am going to get a little bit of red for the inside of his mouth. But I want to have a lot more water over here, and just show you that if I want to get pink, I can have more water with a little bit of red paint. But I need a little bit darker, so I'm going to get a little bit more red paint in here for the inside of his mouth right here, like that. And I want to add a little bit of water. I'm going to add a little bit of water and make his tongue pink, like that. And we'll talk more about watercolor later, but the most important thing is that when we're using our watercolor, is that we're cleaning our brush in the water, and we're being gentle with the paintbrush.
Hold on. She has this nice, beautiful picture. She did so well. Hopefully, she colors inside the line. Wait, no. What's going on here? No. But that's not even that color. What's going on? Oh, it's broken. No, but it's still working. What's going? What? Why is it? What are you doing? No, it's broken. No, but they're not even going. You gotta like at least like fill it in. You're gonna fill it in. Oh no! But this guy, no. But the same thing needs to be like the one color. No. Why is it even broken? Oh, tears. No, this is not how we take care of our colored pencils. Oh.
2 on colored pencils. All right, we're gonna do colored pencils, and They work basically the same as regular pencils, but they're in color. And what we're going to do for this one, what we're going to do is make a gradient. And a gradient is just when you have one color fading into another color. And you can have multiple colors with a gradient, or just one color turning into another color. So I want to start with yellow, and I'm going to shade the same way I did with my regular pencil to start off the gradient. So I have yellow, and what I'll do if I want to fade this into orange, I want to change it slowly, have it turn into orange. One way I could do it is start coloring with orange a little bit on top of the yellow, and then gradually press a little harder until it kind of fades in there like that. And if I want to keep this gradient going and make kind of a sunset kind of effect here, I can keep going with my orange, press a little bit harder like that, go down a little bit, and I'll switch to my red, and I'll start over here with the red and gradually press harder until it kind of evenly fades into this red over here. And I can also keep going with purple if I have purple. I don't have a color purple pencil over here, but I do have blue, so I want to add a little bit of blue over here. Add a little bit of blue over here, and just trying to get it to gently fade into each other to make this gradient over here. A lot of times when we're using colored pencils, it is easier and you have a little bit more control if you use lighter colors first and then gradually start using darker colors when you're using those.
All right, so don't touch them before it's time. Wait, what are you doing? Whoa. Wait, okay, so we're gonna be gentle with them so they don't. What? It's broken. What is going on? What's happening? So we're gonna be neat and scribbling. What? Who's doing this? No, not the paint. No.
Crayons. I have my crayons over here, and crayons are the unsung hero of the art room. So not only are they very bright, very bright colors, you don't have to worry about them needing to be sharpened all the time. You don't need to worry about them getting dry like markers. You can't erase them. You can't erase them very easily like colored pencils, but they have a lot of upsides to them. They're not only for the babies, y'all. They're really good. Anyway, you use crayons the same way you would use a pencil. Although you don't have as much control of how thin everything can get, but you can use them the exact same way. You can get these bright colors if you press harder. You can shade lighter if you press softer. You can do the same. You can do the same blending techniques, so you can mix them together. You can mix the colors a little bit easier with crayon than you can with markers. And you have almost the same amount of control as a pencil. So you can layer them on top of each other. You can make a gradient the same way I showed you with the colored pencils. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're an unsung hero. A lot of people are sleeping on the crayons. They're definitely underrated They deserve more usage. And also, you can use them with watercolor, and I'm going to show you that right now. So if you have a picture that you in watercolor and you're like, man, I really want these lines to show up, if you use a crayon, I can make it so I can color all on it and around it. I'll use some watercolor right now, and I'll still be able to see those lines. It's called a wax resist because crayons are actually made using wax and anything oil based. So wax is kind of an oily substance. It will resist the water, so the water won't stick to it. It kind of just pushes the water away, and so you're able to see the crayon that you drew, even if you paint over it.
Nice new oil pastels. Oh, I hope that she does a good job with them. Let's see. What? Oh, it's not needed at all. No, no, no. But you draw on the table. On the table. What? That's not the paper. Oh no, not the paper being destroyed. Oh